Preseason magazines are about to hit a newsstand near you, and the Big Ten cover stories include hot seats and Heisman, Spartans, and climbers. Ray Crawford here with Doug Chapman. And Doug, let's start with those climbers. Who's on the rise in the Big Ten this year?
I got to go with Penn State. You hire Franklin, you get him there. If he can win and be competitive at Vanderbilt, imagine what he can do at Penn State. You get Christian Hackenberg in year two. They find some playmakers at the wide receiver position, and secondary gets shored up. Defensively, they've got some players there, one of the best run-stopping Ds in the league. That team is on the rise.
Braxton Miller, our cover boy. We like to see that in the magazine. But who else in the Big Ten could contend for the Heisman Trophy?
Yeah, Christian Hackenberg, year two at Penn State. You see what he did last year. He got better as the year went on, was thrown into the fire young. But he came out, had a great game against that Wisconsin defense at the end of the year. That was a top 10 defense. He lit them up for over 300 yards, looked unstoppable. If he can build off of that, puts up big numbers. Honestly, he may be the best pro-ready prospect out of all of the quarterbacks in the Big Ten. You've got Gordon there at Wisconsin. You've got Abdullah at Nebraska. Of course, you've got Braxton Miller, but Hackenberg, to me, is a guy who can jump out.
Try to unseat Braxton Miller as the two-time defending Offensive Player of the Year in the Big Ten. Which coach could be on the hot seat by the end of the season?
Got to go with Nebraska's Bo Pelini. They re-sign him. They extend him. But we all know he was close to being fired last year. It's too easy to say Purdue's Hazel, or you look at Illinois, you look at Beckman. Those guys, there's not much expected there. But in Nebraska, they're expected to win football games. If Pelini doesn't get it done, he could be gone.
Doesn't need any more secret recordings to come out
at all.
Either, does he? Michigan State hasn't won back-to-back Big Ten titles in nearly 50 years. What are the chances they repeat this year?
They're in the East. They've got Ohio State. They've got Michigan. They've got Penn State. They've got the tougher division of the Big Ten. They're going to get Wisconsin. Wisconsin's going to win the West. Once they get to the championship game, they've got the tools. They've got Connor Cook. They've got Langford. They're going to be good on defense. They've got a good chance of winning the Big Ten again.
And another year of history, perhaps, there in East Lansing. Speaking of history, they're talking about another undefeated season at Marshall for the first time since this guy was toting the pigskin. Who better to assess the Herd's chances than number 22 himself on CampusInsiders.com.